loneliness. And I remember I went to study abroad between high school and college. I was supposed to be there 6 months, and COVID hit while I was in Valencia. So I got sent home. And my school wasn't through an American school to Valencia. It was just like a language school in Valencia. So when I came home, school was done. I wasn't in school, but all my friends still had to do online school, and they still had to do these things. And a lot of them weren't home. They were on campus and stuff. But I felt so alone and I felt so bored that in my loneliness, I started making I was already making content, but like that is what really pushed me toward it. I was like, all my friends are at school. I just got sent home. There's nothing to do. Let me just like fill my time with YouTube. And I feel like, I mean, looking back, I really had no relationship with God. I believed and I was saved, but I had no relationship with God. And that was, that situation is what made me into an entrepreneur, made me into like wanting to create. And it's probably even the reason like I'm filming this podcast now. But at the time it sucked so much because I was like super worldly and I wanted to be at college. I wanted to be partying. But like, because I went to study abroad and got sent home from my study abroad, like I was just alone and all my friends were gone. And that like period of loneliness is what made me like who I am in the like entrepreneurial sense. And then I went to school. I've told you this, but I really wanted to like hit it big on YouTube. And I would post 3 vlogs a week and I stay up all night editing them. And I believed in myself so much that I was like so delusional. Even at like 1,000 subscribers, I was like, I'm dropping out. Like I'm chilling. I'm believing myself. I've read all those books on manifesting and like everything. And I dropped out. But what I didn't realize is like, at the time I vlogged, and I loved vlogging because I lived with 7 guys and we would vlog together and it was so fun. And then I dropped out and I had all this time to film all the vlogs in the world, but I just left all the people that I vlogged with. Like, and I went home and all my friends stayed in school. And again, I was just so like lonely. And it's funny now that I think back, both the situations of extreme loneliness were as I left school and I came home and all my friends were at school. And there was a situation, obviously, like, I don't know if I've ever told you my testimony, but, like, I was dating a girl and she got, like, really sick. And I was scared that she didn't know Jesus, and I had always said I believed in Jesus, so I started reading the Bible to her. She was, like, my only friend at the time. And then when I would come home, I didn't really have anyone else staying out, so I just could keep reading the Bible. And in that period of loneliness, like, I really didn't have people to hang out with. There was young adult communities in San Diego, but I wasn't even like aware of young adults. I wasn't aware of any of this stuff. I just started reading the Bible because I was afraid she was going to die. And I would just start reading the Bible, reading it to her. And then like in the loneliness is when I developed such a strong relationship with God because there was no one else. And like, even though if I had to say like the emotion I probably hate the most is probably loneliness, but it's been the most like growth-filled emotion for me. And even now, like, living at home and trying to make this podcast work and trying, like, I'm so social and I have friends all over the U.S., but, like, none of my friends are right next to me. I have, like, 2 friends that are right next to me, and they also travel the way I do, so we're never home at the same times. But, like, I've learned to become so appreciative of it because that's why, like, when I quote all these Bible verses or, like, I know theology so well, it's literally just because I, like, don't have people to hang out with, so I just like study the Bible all day. And I feel like that's like you guys, but I want to I'm a strong believer like when you share, then other people feel comfortable to share. But like, how has loneliness or God used loneliness throughout your life?
I mean, I feel like honestly, He made us alone, like you're saying, for that reason, to be close to Him first before we can go with other people. Because I feel like if we were to start our faith with other people, maybe, like, I can't really say exactly how it would have gone, but maybe we would have, like, more leaned on other people rather than God first, you know, and building that foundation is, like, most important. So I feel like that time was just Him, like, showing us, you know, teaching us a lot about what it looked like to be in a relationship with Him every day. So,
I mean, I think loneliness is a big part of our story because He definitely used it to consecrate us, to draw us closer to Him, because that's literally all we had to do. Like you were saying, we were just reading our Bible like all day, every day, which we still kind of do.
And you guys at your home church is like straight just old people.
Yeah, it is a lot of
no offense to old people, but like
No, yeah, it's just a very small church, and there's nobody our age.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we don't really have a young adult community, which is why
Mhm.
we're here. We love to
Yeah.
be, in these kind of spaces. And like you, we travel a lot, so we see our friends then. But
Mhm.
when we go back home, it's back
You
to
don't,
the
yeah, you don't have like anybody that you're doing life with every day,
yeah,
which
which is something that we've been praying for.